Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I will show you how to import PSD files into Reality Editor. I prepared a full screen graphic and you can see my layers right here. Some shapes and some textures with different blending modes. As a quick note, don't forget to rasterize your layers before importing. Let's switch to Reality Editor. To import PSD files, first we need to enable the related plugins. Go to Edit, then Plugins, and search for PSD. You will see these two plugins. Enable both of them. Then restart the editor. I restarted the editor and I'm going to create a new level. Click on the Motion Design button to enable the Motion Design layout. Create defaults to have some lighting and a camera. Also, I will enable Save Frames and change the background to checkerboard. My level setup is ready. Now I can import the PSD file. In my Explorer, you can see the PSD file. We can import it by clicking on the Import button here, or we can simply drag and drop it into the content browser. It will appear as a PSD document. It will also create a folder with the name of the PSD file and store all the textures from the PSD file. Now there are two different ways to use PSD files in Reality Editor. The first one is that you can drag and drop the PSD document directly into your level. Let me fit it to the screen. In the outliner, you can see each layer becomes a separate actor inside a group. This way, you can easily manipulate the objects and animate them quickly. But you will lose your blending modes and adjustments from Photoshop. To keep them, we can use another approach. Let me delete it first. Open the content browser again, right-click on the PSD document. And then you will see the Material Designer section here. Select Create Material from PSD document, the first option. And it will automatically generate an MD material. Now I will create a rectangle from the Motion Design menu and align it to full screen. While the rectangle is selected, change its material type to Material Designer. Select the New Material Instance option and choose MD_fullscreen GFX as the master material. Hit Continue. Select the rectangle and change material UV from Preserve Ratio to Stretch to Fit. This will fix the UV stretching. Then click on Material Designer to enable its panel. In emissive color, you can see all the layers coming from the PSD file, including the blending modes. The advantage of using Material Designer is that you can keep modifying your design quickly without going back to Photoshop and re-importing everything again. You can animate all the properties by clicking on the keyframe icons of each property and animating them from the sequencer, or you can animate them with effects. To add effects, you need to go to the master material. You can't add effects to a material instance. For example, I want to add a panning animation to the background world map. Select its layer, click on the Add FX button and choose Panner. The texture is clamping and I want a looping animation. So let's disable the clamp texture option. I also want to reduce its speed. I can add another one, for example, radio waves. Reduce the effect amount, change the colors however you like, and change the speed. Designers have complete control over the effects.